Good morning and welcome to Ewetopia Farms. It's another pretty day with snow covering everything. The storm last night didn't amount to much, but apparently it's delayed and is coming in tonight. So let's get in here, see how some of those problem sheep made out last night. And I know we had some more born last night as well. So let's take a look. Here's the morning breeding crew in the misfit pen, all waiting for me. They haven't figured out that if they block my way into the creep pen, I can't feed them. Even the little triplet figured out really quickly to come in, and look at how small she is compared to the others. Oh my goodness. Some of them still need a little help getting on, but they're pretty good now. Okay, you push over that way. Come on, you go in here. Come on. All on, except for the new guy. And I'll give him some leftovers, or see how this goes. Hey, sweetheart. You're just gonna wait your turn, okay? Until the big guys do it. Now it's Annie and Krooky's turn. Thinking of putting them in the misfit pen today. I think they've grown quite a bit and should probably enjoy it with all the other little lambs there. Those, all three of them sleep together now. They're all buddies. But I am thinking that today or very shortly I'm going to put them in the bigger pen. And here's the lambs that couldn't figure out the teats. Took us 2 days of helping them, but as you see, he's grabbed that nipple and they're both sucking. So they're tagged. I'm going to give them one more day in the jug just to make sure they are doing this on their own. The other one's on the other side nursing. You can just see its ear flapping a little bit in the background. Just to guarantee they're okay. But I think they've conquered the nipple and they're going to be good to go. This lamb that I said was born breech yesterday, he's walking around and stuff now, so that's good. But he's definitely not feeling 100%. He doesn't suck very well, so we're tubing him. But he's attempting to nurse, so I'm hoping it'll come to him. And we called him Breech, and actually Breech was the wrong word to use. It was the wrong word to use for all the ones that I breech. I said we're Breech. So the title yesterday should have been 3 backwards lambs, because they were backwards. Which is feet first. So all my description about the problems associated with that kind of birth were correct. But it's called a backwards lamb. Breech is actually when they're bum first and there's no legs. And that's a really, really, really hard lamb to get out. And even worse than the backwards lambs. And the other one we had a problem with, well, we had these guys last night, twins. They're doing good. 2 boys there. Got to mark them. Everybody else in these pens are good. These guys are going to get let out like in seconds, so I'm going to let them out. Oh, and this girl here had twins last night. Mommy's got a lot of milk. These guys look good too. These guys are still a little bit soaking wet. And this is the ewe that had the backwards lamb and 2 dead lambs and the big one single here that survived. All her lambs were that size. When you get triplets, you expect them to be a lot smaller, but all of her lambs were that size, and they were not presented correctly, and you can see that she's not feeling well. She's sunken down because she had all those lambs. And so I'm going to explain what her problem probably is. We treat her with glycol right now, which is sugar, and we give that by a drench. Gives her energy. That is probably the most likely thing she's suffering from, and it's called ketosis. So basically, ketosis is caused by a ewe not being able to consume enough energy to meet her needs. And that would usually happen with ewes that are carrying multiple lambs, especially large multiple lambs like this girl. And because those big growing lambs are taking up so much space in her body, it limits the amount of food that she can eat because they're taking up all the space rather than her stomach. So as a result, her body begins to eat its own fat. It's consuming itself. And ketones are produced, and ketones are toxic to the ewe, and that's what is going to make her sick and weak like this. And we're pretty sure that's what this girl is suffering from, and that's why we're giving glycol. And hypocalcemia, again, is something that a ewe carrying multiples can suffer from as well. Her body is trying to produce a lot of milk for a lot of lambs, and it's pulling it out of her system and depleting it from the ewe itself, and that can make her sick as well. The two often go together, and that's why we're treating for both things with her. We're giving her calcium injections, and we're giving her the glycol. So hopefully that's right. And please, I am not a veterinarian, and if you have problems with your sheep, they are the first people you should consult. Don't rely on what you see on YouTube or the internet, because those guys are trained professionals, and we are farmers and did not go to a vet school. So, but for general care and stuff like that, as farmers, I think do pretty good. Okay, we've also got problems in the sorting tub. This is where one always chooses to have a lamb, and we got 3 in here this morning. Could be a fight for space here. I always laugh because when we want to get them into here, it's always an ordeal. So the moms in the first group are definitely getting smaller, and this is a combined group now too. So slow and steady wins the race, right? The next group are due to lamb, I think it was the 17th of February, and they'll be coming over from the coveralls. Hi, you girls are so pretty. So pretty. Yes, you are. We just got a few Dorsets left. The Dorset group are almost done. One thing we're really happy with this year is the quality of our hay. Not too many bad bales this year. It's all quite nice, and the girls are all doing quite well with it. Someone said I talk too much on the videos, that they don't have enough time to stop and look at the sheep. So, and I always talk more because I feel like just standing there showing the sheep, I'm boring people to death. So I'll just let the camera look around right now. And there's Scotty and Ben. Ben, Scotty doesn't like that, does he? Here comes Scotty. Because Scotty's also one of our needy animals. Likes attention. And he's really good at balancing and getting slapped in the face. Scotty. Oh, Scotty, you're such a nice pussycat. Yeah, you are a nice pussycat. It's funny how the cats like to do chores with you. Not Tom. Tom's not a friendly cat, but Scotty and Buddy. Can you hear it?
I can hear his nose.
The Rams have such a tough life. So someone requested that I talk to you all about abortions in sheep, because I guess they were having some problems with abortions. And again, I'd like to say I'm not a vet, and if you're having problems with that, I would highly suggest that you send the lambs away to be tested to see what it is that's causing the abortions, because abortions can be caused by several types of bacteria, viruses, and natural causes too. So before you start treating them, you probably want to know what it is that you're dealing with. But I do know that a lot of people have issues with it, and I know that one of the causes is dirty conditions, and that's why you'll see us always keeping things clean. Drinkers, feeders, mineral feeders, the pens, anything that can cause bacteria. I know the cats aren't good in barns either for spreading things, but we only have 3 in here, and it's a very big farm. So and like I say, we don't have any issues with it. So I really do not feel qualified to give any advice on abortion. Okay, we're putting bedding down again in the lamb coverall when you've got 30 sheep per group, and you gotta estimate that they got 2 lambs apiece. That's almost 100 sheep per quarter, so the quarters get dirty a lot quicker than normal. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, health conditions are extremely important. So cleanliness is number 1 priority here as far as keeping our sheep healthy. So I'm just going to pan around the pen so people can see the lambs, and I won't say anything. Well, I'm gonna lie, because I gotta say that all those sheep at the feeder there are lambs. And I find when you look at them on the feeders, you can really see how well they're developing or not. But I see a nice group of lambs there. This is the younger pen, and I've mentioned before that when you put the fresh straw down, the lambs like it so much that they'll often just lay in it right away and pick around. You're a stocky little girl, Hunchy. You're a stocky little girl. And you have really good posture now. Arnie's on the other side putting the straw out. So the white guys just got their bale. And the rams all ran outside having a mad half hour again. Make way! It's all fun and games for these boys. Hi, buddy. So when Arnie's doing all this and I'm videotaping, I'm actually going around to all the pens and cleaning out all the drinkers. I do that every day. There's just a plug and I wash it out so that the water's fresh. And I top up the salt and mineral feeders if they need topping up. Here we are in the white pen. And there's Angel's ram, trying to show dominance over the other guy, because he's bigger. Angel has one of the nicest rams in here. He's a bit of a bruiser.
Well, everybody got straw this morning, that's what I thought, so.
Good. I like this one. This one, Big Betty's raising this one. With the little brown fluffy legs. Oh, she's so cute. Now, what letter's on his back? G.
Triplet.
Always the triplet, yeah. And these triplets are a good size, I think, because they're kind of shorter. Not so tall, eh?
He's not in the best shape. He's got some more weight on him.
Yeah, not in the best shape, honey.
Well, I think he's at teenage stage, eh?
Yep. Well, he's a nice one.
What are you looking at, Ben?
He's from General. General's one of our tallest rams, but he threw a lot of shorter, stocky rams, which is kind of different. Look at the face on him, eh? Like, I tend to video the white ones more because the white ones, their expressions show up better on camera. Black is hard to see their faces, but this guy's a big baby. He's a triplet. He's an RR. Hey, buddy. Did you just want to have a drink and a pet? Fresh, clean water? Yeah, they all want to have some clean water. This is our group now. Hi, girls. Hi. We weren't supposed to keep any crosses, and we kept 3 crosses. No, actually we only kept 2 crosses. The big tall girl is a cross. She loves me and she's beautiful, and we kept Toonie. And I guess 8 of them are purebred Dorsets. But one of the purebred Dorsets is Josie. And Josie had to stay. She's the smallest one in here, but she's Josie. She had to stay. And this is the group of ewes that are going to be joining the lambing barn. In probably about a week they'll be going over. And then all these barns will be reconfigured again with lots of sheep movements as everyone goes to their different spots. And you have to be flexible like that on a sheep farm. We have the sheep in a different spot every time you come here probably, because depending on what's happening at that time of year, we'll have different sheeps in different barns. When they have a lot of space, they get a lot more frisky. Another day of lambs graduating from the jugs. Here comes a nice mom. This mom is mother of triplets, but she's raising twins. Her other daughter was adopted by a ewe that's already out here in the pen. Never know those were triplets. These would be the fall Dorset keepers. She has total Dorset traits, as does she. Dorset traits. Thick, dense wool. Wool on the cheeks and poll, which is her forehead, but not on her face and around her eyes. Wool on her legs. See those back legs, the little leg warmers? And hair on her ears, not bare ears. And ears that tilt slightly upwards, and they're kind of short. Shorter than Rita's. Those are Dorset traits. So you all know our procedure for releasing ewes out of the jugs. Before they get released, all the lambs are tagged and recorded, given selenium shots and Baycock's drench for coccidiosis, and their tails are docked. And mother gets her hoofs trimmed. She gets a deworming with Ivomec, and then they're released from the pen. Once she is out of the pen, then we clean out the jug every single time. And every single time it gets sprinkled down with lime. So we have a bag of lime. It's just straight lime. So you shovel the manure out, sprinkle it with lime. It's just barn grade lime. It's like a white powder. It disinfects the bottom of the pen so that any germs that were in the manure from old placentas, peeing, whatever, all the fluids that get in the jugs do not pass on to the next ewes and lambs. So this is the double jug that he just cleaned out. So we got it down to the concrete. Get it all wheeled away. And we get a scoop of lime. This pen's a double pen, so it'll need several scoops. Spread it out thinly so that it covers the whole pen. And we leave it sit there until a ewe comes in with her lambs, and at that point we will put the straw on top of it. And she's got a nice disinfected pen. You don't want to breathe in that stuff. It's really toxic-y stuff. So when I sprinkle it, I don't make as much dust as Arnie. But he's a man. This thing's a little rougher than women.
Because you don't do a good spread then.
I did a perfect spread. You can't even tell the difference between your spread and my spread. I spread the first half. And so this is, while I'm standing here, I don't know if people have seen this, but on this post, this is the barn where we're doing the deworming and the trimming and stuff. So Arnie made this little holder with our dewormer and our trimmers and our deworming gun here. And we're also going to put our rod dispenser on here. Someone suggested that was a good spot to put it, so we're going to put that up there. We'll show you when we do that. Krooky and Annie and the toy. They always huddle together now. So for those of you who had been wondering, as I walked down pens talking like this, and we'd walk by jugs that looked white like that, it's not that our floors are white underneath the straw. That is the lime that we sprinkle down between ewes. And this stuff you just buy at your local feed store, and it's not expensive. So it started out pretty nice this morning, but right now going into the deep freeze again. So that'll be it for today, and I hope you guys join us again tomorrow for our next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.